Alright, this is Code Free with RobinHoodsPlayground.com. I'm going to do a quick video on flashing the Benq drive out of an Xbox with Klutsh's new RHPG's Iprep version 9. After you get your Iprep, get it started up. Get your firmware off Xbins. Load in your firmware. Of course, we're going to use the 12 times. Make sure your rate controller's right. Keep an eye on your port right here, the DD60. That's your primary port on your SATA card. The COM port don't matter, that's just for the light-on drives. Put your flash drive you're going to make bootable in the PC. G is my flash drive. Put a check in format make bootable, include batch files, should have a check. The new Iprep has a FAT or a FAT32 format you can use. I just always do FAT and click start. Right now I give a thanks to Klutsh, Caster, Commodore, and all the guys that make this possible for us. We really appreciate it. Once that gets done, close that all out and power down your PC and boot off of your flash drive. While this is doing, guys, after you dump the drive, you need to make sure to reboot into Windows and save a copy, make a copy of your entire backup folder that's on that flash. It is absolutely necessary for you to do that. Alright, right here I'm just booting up onto the flash drive. I don't have my drive hooked up. At this point right here, I'm going to hook my drive up and get it powered on. I'm using a connectivity kit to power the drive with an old AT power supply junked out of a computer. Alright, once you get back to here, what we're wanting to do first is to dump the drive to get the information. So we do the dbin command, which is dbin space 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 space 1 2 3 4 5. Most of y'all probably want to use your serial number off the back of your 360, especially if you do more than one console. It makes it a lot easier to keep up. But once you get that in, you hit enter. At this point it tells you to resend Magic 28 or the MTK vendor to select yes to both of those. When you go to name the file, you want to name it bin ofw.bin, which is original firmware. At this point you hit any key to continue. It's going to hang at my second drive. You want to make sure to unhook all the other drives in your PC. Your DVD drives, hard drives, all that stuff. I didn't, that's why it's hanging on this one. So I got to tell it no. That's an IDE drive. You have to unhook any other SATA drive you have. FirmTool won't run if you have more than one SATA hooked up. Be the hard drive, an extra DVD drive, or anything. You have to unhook it. You can see my port right here, DD60. That is my port number 6. You can also tell it's a Benq drive there. It's asking me about resending and trying the Magic 28, so I'll say yes to that. If it works, it'll skip on down and go. If it don't work, it didn't work. Now you do very similar to the light on. You eject the tray halfway, power off the drive, the connectivity kit, turn the power off, close the drive halfway, and power the connectivity kit back on. Now once you've got that done, I usually go a little more than half. Once you've got that done, you hit Y, enter. Now it goes on in the list. Keep in mind that 6 is our drive. So right here we're wanting to put in 6, enter. Give it the name of bin ofw.bin, original firmware. Oh no, that's wrong. Right there all you want is read. You want to hit R for read. Now right here, put in bin, ofw.bin, and hit enter. Now it's reading them. It'll read all 4 banks and firm tool will start. If you've done this on a floppy, it takes firm tool much longer to run than doing it on a flash drive. Once you went green and it's all good, right here, guys, is where you've got to power down, reboot into Windows, navigate to your flash drive, and make a copy of your backups folder to save your information. Once you've got that backed up, power back down and reboot onto your flash drive. I've already got a good copy, so I'm going straight to the flash. Of course, the screen won't look like this when you reboot. It'll look just like it did at the very beginning. And instead of dump, you'll just do the flash command. But I'm going on to the flash with fbin and hit enter. Same thing, it's telling you about resending Magic 28 or MTK. You want to yes, or press any key to continue. It went on through. You can still see the Samsungs and Lidon won't let you know that's still out there, but DD60 we know is our drive, so we put in 6, enter. Right here we're going to write to the drive, not read. We've already read. Firm tools run. We're wanting to write. W, enter, and we enter the custom firmware bin cfw.bin and hit enter. That's what Firm Tool made versus Caster's program. It made that custom firmware, that hacked firmware. Once it gets done flashing all 4 banks and back to the C prompt, it's done. You're flashed. At this point, put it back in your console and try an original 360 game. If it plays, then your flash 95% of the time or more is good. If you have a backup that won't, your backup is the problem. It is not the flash. Don't just repeatedly flash over and over and over. Do your backup a different way with verbatim disk, burn it slow or something, but in all likelihood your backup's the problem. That's it.